Let me start by introducing myself. So I'm Gopika. I'm an Indian qualified conservation architect who moved to the country a year back with a 1-year-old child. So being in a completely new place, being a new mother with an extremely cranky child and unaware of the place completely, I was clueless how to start the first step and like when and how I can restart a career. So I must admit that was a dark phase. I was almost in a very depressive state, being at home looking after the kid for the whole day. And then one day then I realized, no, I can't be like this forever. I want to be the change maker for my life. And then I decided to learn myself new skills. So one issue that I faced with all the degrees and qualifications that I had in architecture from India was not valid here. I had to go through 3 different stages of examination, clearing, and a lot of new learning to start a career in architecture, which seemed a lot of hard work with a child. So I was always interested in art and culture and heritage. And of course, during the pandemic phase, I was learning myself a lot of digital skills. It was a journey of self-learning. I am not a qualified technical web designer or something, but then all the little knowledge I had was something I learned by myself. So I enrolled on a Google course, which I luckily got a scholarship on UX design, user experience design. So the initial 6 months in the country with the kid, I spent learning myself some new skills, which slowly gave me the confidence to look after for some opportunities where I could come out of that shell which I created for myself. So I was hesitant to meet new people. I was too much conscious about my language, how I look, and everything that I created for myself. So then I came across this advertisement of Digital Hero program in Facebook, and then I decided, okay, it gives me flexibility. I can work from the comfort of my home and take care of my baby. So I thought, okay, let me give it a chance, and I applied. And luckily I was selected, and I was matched with Connect to Purpose, a startup heritage NGO from Wales. So initially we had 12 hours of virtual training session that Claire mentioned, and that gave a lot of confidence to start the work. And then when I started meeting the founder, director of the NGO that I was matched with, Georgina, she was such a sweet lady. Like we had such meaningful conversation, and that gave me that confidence to like start working on the needs that the NGO had. So initially we started with the objective of redesigning the website and also coming up with some social media strategy. And I was thinking, oh, I have 40 hours and I can do both and I can be there. But yeah, I'll come to that later. I'll just quickly explain what the process that I've dealt with. So me and Georgina had this Zoom calls every week, and we defined what will be our primary objectives from the website. So they were like a group of very enthusiastic elderly people from the education sector who were passionate to work with young people who were like going through difficult times, and they were having this concept of like having heritage as a solution for these young people's problem. So they had a website, but then it was not serving any purpose. So they wanted to create awareness about the problem that they are facing, and they wanted to increase the donations to the NGO, and also they wanted a lot of volunteers to work with. So these 3 major objectives guided me throughout the design process. So we started analyzing the existing website, what are the issues with it and how we can overcome that, and then also I did a bit of competitor analysis to gain inspiration from and to identify best practices. And then came the real process of redesigning the website. Believe me, this was the first website that I redesigned. I was doing my portfolio website and I was learning a lot about web design, but then Georgina was patient enough with me, and big thanks to Adam. He was always there. I've been there behind him with a lot of doubts whenever I had like a decision making issue, because integrating the donation process with the website was a very crucial step. I didn't want it to go wrong there. So I have done a lot of research on different possible options. I had a one-to-one session with the trainer, with Adam. I asked him, okay, these are the things I want to do. What do you think will be the right thing? So Adam was there guiding me throughout the process. And yeah, this was some of the screenshots of the website, how it was. So as you can see, it was filled with text and all of the research contents, but then it really failed in attracting people, attracting users. So these are some of the revamped website. I just try to open the link. So yeah, and this is a live website now with the whole needed things there in place. So we have an integrated donation process with varying options to donate money. So we have 2 pages describing the wants and needs, and also the whole information architecture of the website was kind of redesigned and reworked. And I must say, I was not a technical expert, but then the Digital Hero program was much needed for me at that phase. So thanks to Heritage Trust Network, thanks to Digital Heroes, I now have increased confidence. I now have more meaningful connections. I know the basic things of how I can build connections with people in a new country. And I am totally happy in making at least a small difference in somebody's life. So thank you so much. It's really emotional for me.